Alright, this is a weekly reading for Leo. I do have kind of a channeled message type thing for you. I will read that now. The family matriarch, a firm, like a law firm maybe, or, maybe a business firm. Sudden wealth, soul families, signing a contract, asking for trouble, wanting something that is bad for you, dangerous writing. So there might be some stuff going around. That might be a little bit of a warning to you. You might get sued, or somebody's trying to like sabotage you. Yeah. Oh boy. It's always when you have money, and it's always when you do stuff. Anyway, you could be suddenly wealthy, you get sued, this person takes all your money, stuff like that. Anyway, money is, prime example of all evils. Anyway, so we have 10 songs on the playlist. I will use one of these for the reading today, and then the rest will be listed down below in the description. Okay? So... Let's do Queen, I Want It All. That's a song some people haven't heard in a while. So, your week as a whole is going to be the Page of Pentacles. So, ability to grow, potential, ambition, thrifty, desire, diligence, practicality can develop into something better. So, you could kind of be starting off on like modern levels of minimalism, or just a project that's at the ground level, and not really expecting too much. You're kind of probably going by the thrift store, getting like a desk or something for your office or personal, like starting a business, whatever stuff. So it could be at that moment in time, or it's just the beginning of something different. Maybe you started a new career or something, but it's the start of something new. Okay. Number 2, something unexpected that will arise. We have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is feeling unloved, feeling neglected, being overlooked. So there could be a bit of being overlooked, or having moments where it's just, you don't feel worthy, which is kind of weird. It could be in your personal life, love, relationship, or business. So it could also, like, not be the time yet. Like, usually, once everything gets back to normal, I'm sure it's going to pick up really fast, and then you feel more like yourself. I feel like a lot of people are just, kind of, a little bit, not really worrying about other people, let's be honest. So you might feel a little bit, on the outskirts looking in. It happens to a lot of people. Anyway, so number 3, how you can stay grounded and balanced. Let's see. We have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is commitment, taking the next step in a relationship, family, marriage, domestic, long-term stability, moving in together, lasting relationship, engagement, commitment. So, yeah, like you could be having like a very good home life, but at your job you're like, everybody else is getting promoted but you. It could be a bit of kind of, you feel like it's a conspiracy against you or something. But, in businesses, what I've noticed is that they always keep the hardest worker on the ground floor, and then everybody that's worked with this person usually goes, to the next level in the company, because they want somebody who is working hard and making good results. These other people that are kind of better at talking or getting knowledge that they need usually rise to the top. It's kind of like it's business related. Like anything that's business or speech related usually is a higher ranked job anyway. If you're actually making sales and you're making like field sales and you're good at talking to people, you will always be a grunt because you're selling product. You have to sell product. If you're into like sales, customer service, asking people if they had a good day, blah blah blah, you're usually up ranked with like the boss and the CEO people, because they want somebody who's like really polite, no receptionist or secretary, that will do all the manual work. That's fine. But they don't really sell anything. They're just kind of like, oh, hi, and so-and-so's here, and, the meeting's at 8, whatever. And then get back to the boss about who's coming to the meeting and who's not, and what's your lunch order, whatever. There's different levels of customer service. There's people that sell product, and there's people that talk. People that talk usually can do the heavy lifting and take on more responsibilities because their stuff is self-contained. Usually people that sell product, they know everybody who they sold to, but they don't know the business end of it. They don't know the inner workings of business, and that's the problem. And that's why a lot of people don't get promoted to high-level jobs. You have to be more service-related than selling product. If you're product sellers, you never get ahead. And that's the truth. Especially in America. So if you're selling product or helping people with banking information, you usually get either promoted through finance or position. So, yeah, that's usually how it goes. So, you might be wanting to climb the corporate ladder, but in order to do that, you have to learn from people that are in the service of selling a good day. It's a weird concept, but some people master it and some people are salespeople. Okay, so, some people are desk workers and some people sell. Anyway, number 4, important emotion you will feel this week. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is an increase in intuition, femininity, unconsciousness, inner voice, psychic ability, the ability to predict the future. So, you could have the emotion of actually taking what I said to heart and understanding how business works. I've watched enough Apprentice to figure it out. But yes, people that sell a good day usually work with the CEO and boss. People that sell product are at the ground floor. You have to figure out what you're good at and kind of predict where you're going to be in 10 years, Anyway, number 5. Number 5, something that will inspire you. We have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is setting romantic goals, making plans in love, planning a future together, winning their hand, getting a date, acceptance, overcoming self-doubt, making friends. So you could be making friends with people, maybe in business, maybe people that are around these people. Maybe they're friends of a friend of a friend that will introduce you to them at some point, which would be nice. Some people do that. But, Alright, then we have number 6. We have how your spirit guides will speak to you this week. We have the 3 of Wands. So, a great opportunity, a chance for travel, opportunity to trade internationally, expansion, working in a team, rapid growth, help from others, looking ahead. So, again, you could actually be, taking what I said about business to heart and knowing, like, service level, customer service versus customer sales and satisfaction guarantees, warranties, credit cards, stuff like that. And product, of course. But, yeah, you kind of have to know where you're most comfortable. Some people are great field salespeople, but they have to sell a lot in order to get, like, a lot back, so it might be a little bit harder. But, people that make it up to the reception area is kind of, you're a receptionist, so your desk constantly has to be cleaned off. You have to be the face of the company all the time, and you can't really have a bad day. Like, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people come into work, a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed morning person. Like me, I need like 12 cups of coffee just to open my eyes. Like, I can't do that. I'm more of a salesperson because I'll tell people about the product, because I'll do market research on it and then tell them all the necessary things about said product. I could sell a lot of product just by knowing what the product is. I actually did that at Home Depot once. That was like my first job. They told me, if you sell aisle 6, like 80% of aisle 6. Aisle 6 was like plumbing equipment and stuff like that. And I had just done my cross-categorical stuff, so I was like, oh, this is for this and this is for that and blah, blah, blah. And I was going through the aisle and just looking at like sprinkler knobs, because sprinkler knobs are different sizes, but they can be the same number. You have to make sure that you have the right one for the right, connector and stuff like that. So, yeah, I was going through that just to make sure that I knew which letter and number each thing was. So, like, somebody comes up and asks me, oh, do you work here? I'm like, yeah, I do. Can I help you with anything? And they're like, oh, I'm setting up a sprinkler for my, it was kind of like one of those side gardens, that goes up the side of your driveway. And they were like, what's a good one to have for a side driveway? I said, well, you don't want a pivoting one. You want kind of like a stiff one that, goes up, down on the strips of your plants, your bushes, and might go for about 20-30 minutes. And this guy was like, you know all this? I'm like, yeah, I just learned it. So it would be this, this, and this. By the end of the day, I had probably more than 95% of the area cleared out. They had to bring in more product, but they were like, how did you do this? Yeah, I get bored and then I know everything, it's one of those things. Anyway, number 7, how to best support yourself this week. We have the Tower. So, break up weak relationship, ending fundamental shift in view, love, sudden changes. Let's see, unaccepted events, resolutions, and learning to adapt. A shock. So, yeah, again, you could be wanting to move on with your life. Maybe you kind of want somebody who understands where you're coming from when you're selling things, or where you want to be in 10 years. It doesn't align with their goals. So you're just kind of like going to move on and find greener pastures. But yeah, you're probably going to try to do your best in business, make stuff work, and do all that stuff. But yeah, once you know if you're going to be a field agent or you're going to be a receptionist, it makes life really, really different. So, yeah. Leo, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of different stuff this week. It might be a little bit too much, but don't boast because you don't want people stealing the secret formula. Um, I don't think I boast too much. I usually give people information that I can't use myself. Um, so, or it's stuff I already used. My coughing fits are usually a reason that I should probably stop. Anyway, but usually I use some of the information that I get, and it works out to my benefit. Anyway, Leo, I hope this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. If you're looking for a relationship, I think it's going to happen probably soon, or you might get back with your ex. It could just be a little spat that goes from a little bit to a lot, you know, or too much. And you might feel like you're claustrophobic sometimes because maybe this person has a lot of family. You know, it could be one of those things where like the family always visits or something, and you might feel a little, out of sorts. Anyway, Leo, I hope this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. I hope your business life works out. And I do hope that you kind of, figure out if you're a receptionist or a salesperson selling product, because that makes all the difference. I never wanted to be a receptionist. I always wanted to be on the floor selling because, like, I could take in knowledge all day, and, like, I love to apply knowledge to what I've learned and use it to other people's benefits. So, yeah, I'm definitely a salesperson. I love selling. But some people are receptionists, and I get that too. You have to be bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, out there just talking to people, making sure that they have everything that they need, and all the meetings are coordinated, and everybody who's coming to the meetings knows the time and date and all that. Some people are really good at that, but if they have like a bad day or something, everything's thrown off, and I don't think I can live with that responsibility that I let my boss down, you know what I mean? Anyway, so take that into consideration, Leo. And I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now.